Have you ever seen a celebrity interview and thought, did they just say that? Celebrities are often in the spotlight, but sometimes that spotlight reveals moments we didn't expect. From awkward exchanges to downright shocking comments, some interviews have gone down in history for all the wrong reasons. What happens when things go off script? Let's dive into some of the most infamous and rude celebrity interviews that not only made headlines, but left audiences in disbelief. Number 1. Jimmy Kimmel and Megan Fox. In 2009, Megan Fox appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live to discuss her experiences as a 15-year-old extra in Bad Boys 2. Fox recounted a situation where she had to dance under a waterfall in a bikini because she was too young to be in a bar scene. As if that weren't uncomfortable enough, Jimmy Kimmel's reaction sparked outrage years later. He laughed off Fox's story and implied that everyone had the same thoughts as director Michael Bay, who made her do the scene. When the interview resurfaced years later, people were outraged by Kimmel's response, especially given that it involved a minor. The clip caused an uproar on social media, with many calling for an apology from Kimmel. It's a stark reminder of how societal attitudes have evolved, and what might have once been dismissed as a joke is now rightly seen as unacceptable. Number 2. Ben Affleck and Anne-Marie Losique. Ben Affleck's 2004 interview with Canadian-French journalist Anne-Marie Losique is another infamous moment. While promoting Jersey Girl, Affleck made uncomfortable comments about Losique's appearance, wrapped his arms around her, and suggested she take off her shirt. For years, the interview was brushed aside as playful banter.
What's the story? Why are you covering it up today?
Well, it's Sunday morning.
But when it resurfaced during the Not Your Me Too movement, many reconsidered Affleck's behavior. Though Losique later defended Affleck, saying the interview was staged for fun, the context had shifted by the time it resurfaced. In today's climate, where we are more aware of boundaries and consent, the interview has been reevaluated, and what was once seen as fun is now viewed as inappropriate. Number 3. David Letterman and Madonna. Back in 1994, David Letterman invited pop icon Madonna onto his show. However, what started as a typical late-night interview quickly turned awkward. Letterman repeatedly asked Madonna to kiss a man in the audience, even after she refused multiple times. It became clear that Madonna was uncomfortable with the situation, and she wasn't shy about expressing her frustration. She eventually called out Letterman, saying, "Why are you so obsessed with my sex life?" Despite her clear discomfort, the host continued to pressure her, resulting in an interview that left viewers cringing. This interaction is still remembered as one of Letterman's most uncomfortable moments on television. Number 4. Anne Hathaway and Body Questions. In 2012, while promoting The Dark Knight Rises, Anne Hathaway found herself fielding a series of invasive questions about her body. The reporter, Jerry Penacoli, kept focusing on her physique and fitness routine, rather than her acting or the film itself.
In terms of the diet, the workout, what is the feline fitness regime?
Hathaway, known for her grace and wit, handled the situation like a pro. She deflected the questions and even turned the tables by asking the reporter if he was trying to lose weight. Despite her attempts to steer the conversation back to her work, the reporter persisted, asking about her form-fitting costume. Hathaway managed to keep her cool, but the interview remains a prime example of how female celebrities often face inappropriate and irrelevant questions about their bodies, instead of their accomplishments. Number 5. Scarlet Johansson and the underwear question. In another uncomfortable moment for women in Hollywood, Scarlett Johansson was asked a bizarre and inappropriate question during an interview about the Avengers. The reporter wanted to know if she wore underwear beneath her skin-tight Black Widow costume. Johansson's response was sharp and to the point. What is going on? Since when do people start asking each other in interviews about their underwear?
What is going on? Since when did people start asking each other in interviews about their underwear?
Johansson's frustration was palpable, and rightly so. It's a question that would never be asked of her male co-stars, yet it was directed at her simply because she's a woman in a superhero costume. This interview serves as a reminder of the double standards that female celebrities face, even in professional settings. Number 6. Samuel L. Jackson versus Lawrence Fishburne mix-up. In 2014, KTLA news anchor Sam Rubin made a blunder that left everyone watching in shock. While interviewing Samuel L. Jackson, Rubin confused him with Lawrence Fishburne, asking him about a Super Bowl commercial that Fishburne had starred in.
Did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? I've admit my mistake.
Jackson, clearly irritated, didn't hold back. "We don't all look alike," he said, calling out Rubin's embarrassing mistake. The awkwardness didn't end there. Jackson continued to scold Rubin for the rest of the interview, pointing out that as an entertainment reporter, he should know better. The incident quickly went viral, with viewers criticizing the anchor for his mistake and applauding Jackson for his sharp response. Number 7. Sean Connery's shocking remarks. One of the most infamous interviews in celebrity history comes from 1987 when Barbara Walters interviewed Sean Connery. Walters asked Connery about a previous statement he made regarding hitting women, expecting him to retract his comments.
It's not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist, it's better to do it with an open hand.
Instead, Connery doubled down, saying that slapping a woman isn't that bad if the situation merits it. Connery's remarks sparked outrage, and the interview has been criticized ever since. Walters, visibly uncomfortable, warned him that his comments would lead to backlash, but Connery remained unapologetic. This interview is a prime example of how outdated and harmful views can linger in the public eye for years. Number 8. Taylor Swift's red carpet encounter. At the 2015 Grammy Awards, Taylor Swift was walking the red carpet when an Entertainment Tonight reporter made a bizarre comment about her love life. After complimenting her dress, the reporter said, "You're going to walk home with maybe more than just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men." Swift, unfazed, quickly shut down the inappropriate remark by saying, "I'm not going to walk home with any men tonight. I'm going to go hang out with my friends and then I go home to the cats."
I'm not gonna walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends, and then I go home to the cats.
No.
Swift's response was praised for its wit and class, but the interaction highlighted the constant scrutiny female celebrities face about their personal lives, especially when it comes to dating. Number 9. David Letterman and Jennifer Aniston's hair incident. In 1998, David Letterman crossed a line during an interview with Jennifer Aniston. After a lighthearted discussion, Letterman suddenly reached over and sucked on a piece of Aniston's hair. The actress was visibly uncomfortable, and the audience was left stunned. Aniston, though clearly shocked, handled the situation with grace. But the incident remains one of the most bizarre and inappropriate moments in late-night TV history. Letterman's behavior, which might have been brushed off at the time, has since been re-examined in the Me Too era, and many now view the moment as a prime example of a celebrity interview gone wrong. Number 10. Matt Lauer asked Anne Hathaway an invasive question. In 2012, during an interview on the Today Show, Anne Hathaway was promoting her role in Les Miserables when Matt Lauer brought up an unfortunate paparazzi incident where she experienced a wardrobe malfunction. Instead of focusing on her movie, Lauer asked, "What's the lesson learned from something like that?" referring to the incident. Hathaway, visibly uncomfortable, shifted the conversation back to her work by replying, "It kind of made me sad on 2 accounts. I'd rather stay focused on the positive."
It kind of made me sad on 2 accounts. One was that
Lauer faced backlash for the inappropriate question. Celebrity interviews give us a glimpse into the personalities behind the stars, but they don't always go as planned. From inappropriate comments to outright shocking behavior, these interviews have left a lasting impact and sparked important conversations about respect, boundaries, and professionalism. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Which interview shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and we will see you in our next video.